Upsetting experiences aren't just uncomfortable, they often feel traumatic. As BPD expert Marcia Linehan describes it, quote, "They're like people with third-degree burns over 90% of their bodies. Lacking emotional skin, they feel agony at the slightest touch." End quote. Splitting helps contain the devastation and pain by separating parts of the self into isolated containers, sort of like siloed parts of the self. Internal communication between these parts is often limited. Such divisions or splits in the personality protect the person from being overwhelmed by trauma-bound images of the self and other people. Splitting is remarkably effective, but it's also costly. It's a defense that we all use in early childhood. It allows us to preserve self-esteem and to protect important attachment relationships by keeping the bad separate from the good. We avoid the anxiety or confusion that comes from recognizing both positive and negative traits in ourselves or other people before we have the ego function to balance these contradictions. Over time, most people integrate positive and negative feelings into a cohesive whole. But in borderline organizations, this ability is not reliably developed, often due to chronic relational trauma or adverse childhood experiences.